Hey everyone, my name is Erleen Tilton and I'm excited to share with you this class tonight that's on toxic-free cleaning. And I think that many of us don't understand why this is so important. And so I wanted to share this information with you and hopes that you can understand. So I want to start off with a story. I actually had an acquaintance of mine that shared a story about her family and situation. So she had a 3-year-old daughter that began having some respiratory issues. And so her being a nurse in the ICU in respiratory care felt like, I've got this covered. This is my specialty. I'm working with some of the best doctors and we've got it. And she went on for months. People would introduce her to essential oils and every other product on the counter, over the counter. She was introduced to a lot of different things, but she always came back to, hey, I'm working with the best doctors. We've got this covered. However, month after month, her daughter ended up in the emergency room, sometimes for 1 or 2 weeks at a time. And after 3 years, they still had no solutions. This poor little girl at age 6 now was on some of the highest doses of medications possible for a child that age. And she was having some side effects, and these were becoming not only severe, but her situation was becoming life-threatening. And so when someone again approached her and said, would you just please try the essential oils? Well, so she took them up on them. She says, why not? It couldn't hurt. So she was introduced to our Breathe blend. And actually, I don't even have that with me in front of me. Just a couple of drops. And she had her daughter inhale the Breathe blend. And she actually found some results, and she was pretty impressed with the results that she was receiving. However, she knew that this was not getting to the root cause, and she really needed to get the root cause. It was just treating the symptom. So the person that she was working with actually said, let's start seeing what your daily routine is. So she shared what her daily routine is. She would get up in the morning, and the first thing she would do was go and check all of the plugins in every room of the house to make sure that they were filled. Then she would light some candles, get them going, and she would go to different closets in the home. Now, this is every morning, she said. She woke up. She'd go to the closet. She would spray Febreze, and sometimes in the kitchen or the bathrooms or wherever it needed to be, she would spray the Febreze. And then she would proceed to go about her day. Now, in her day, she said that she always chose the laundry soap that was the most fragrant. Not whether it cleaned the clothes or not was not important, but the fact that it was most fragrant. You could tell she was all about fragrances. Once a week, she would sprinkle some carpet deodorizers and then vacuum. And then once a week, she also would change the sheets on every bed in the house. And before putting them back on again, she would sprinkle baby powder on the sheets. And so that her children, when they woke up, just were so, just had that baby fresh smell. And she just felt like, I just had my cuddly baby. So that was her routine. And she found that what she was doing was literally almost killing her child with all of the things that she was doing, because these were all chemicals. And many times we don't realize how chemicals can be adversely affecting us. And even the other members of the family that weren't as bad off of this one 3 to 6-year-old child, they were also adversely affected in many ways. Many times it can be emotional, it can be hormonal, it can be mentally, and as well as in the respiratory way. So the point here is that chemicals can really be harmful for us. And if we're using them in a variety of ways throughout our house, then they can be having some adverse effects. Now, I know a study a few years ago, and I don't remember where this came from exactly at this point, but it said that you are at a 54, women who clean their homes have a 54% higher risk for cancer than those that don't. So I always conclude with this statement: women, you have two choices: either quit cleaning your homes or quit cleaning them with chemicals and many of the in-store mainstream products, because our chemical cleaners are literally killing us. And we can do better. We have a lot of cleaning products that we can use from nature. And so I'm going to start with what doTERRA has. And doTERRA actually has 2 lines for cleaning, and I'm going to talk about those right now. So the first product cleaning line is the On Guard cleaning. And I love the On Guard cleaning line. It has a lot of great products. So first of all, this is the On Guard concentrate cleaner, and it's for a lot of the tough jobs. A little squirt, a tablespoon in a bucket of rinse water for mopping is great, but counters, sinks, whatever those tough jobs are, this concentrate cleaner is really good. And I'm going to share a recipe that this is amazing with, and I would never want to be without it for that reason. So we also have the On Guard foaming hand wash. And actually this is already at its dilution. And so basically you just pour it into a soap pump bottle, and they actually provide these come with it. And so it comes out the foaming wash. So this goes a long ways. You can fill this up twice with this, and I usually add a little bit of water, maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons into that to water it down just a little bit, but for the most part, this is already to the dilution that you might want. So the thing that I love about this is the fact that this is my favorite fruit and veggie wash. I love it for that. It's safe, so I can actually fill a bowl of just water, just cold water, throw my apples in, or strawberries or blueberries or whatever, and just a few drops of this. Or for instance, apples per se. Well, let me finish what I was saying. And a few drops in there, just straight into the water, and then just let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes. And so it kind of takes off any residue. Now, I usually buy organic, but sometimes there is still some residues on there that you want to get off and remove, especially even just stir it on strawberries. So this is great. And like I said, I love having it by my sink. And or you can actually get an apple and just put a couple of squirts on your apple and wipe your apple really good, and then just let it sit there. Just maybe put it in a bowl with all the apples that you've bought or whatever, and let it sit there for a few minutes, and then rinse them off. So that's one of 2 ways that you can do this. It's an excellent for a fruit and veggie wash. Now, I really do love the On Guard soap. And let me tell you about this. This is amazing. The laundry, liquid laundry soap. So the thing I really love about this is the fact that you can use this also as your spot remover. So what I do is I actually pour it into the cap. So actually for a load of laundry, you only need half of a cap unless you're doing a large load, and then you could fill the cap all the way up. But a half of a cap is really for a small to medium batch. And so I'll fill it halfway full, and then I'll just put it on the spots. They come out just spanking clean. It's awesome because On Guard particularly breaks down the bacteria in your stains or in your soiled clothes. And that's why it works so effectively. Now, in addition to this, the thing that I really like about this is that it will remove all kinds of stains. For instance, we had a team activity at Christmas time, and I came home, I had white tablecloths, and the table that actually had raspberries that we were putting over yogurt parfaits, it was just completely covered with raspberries. And I thought, I don't think this will ever come out of these nice white tablecloths. However, I got my On Guard laundry soap, and I took that tablespoon and I just poured it on all of those raspberry spots and actually threw it in the washer. I was so surprised to find out that it came out completely clean. I was shocked. So it really is taking the place of all your spot removers, and it does the hard job. It does better. Now, the thing that I tell people, super, super important, before you use this, if you are using some of those regular store brands, make sure you wash your washer before you wash your clothes. Reason being is I've had almost everybody that doesn't do this, they will say, oh, my clothes stunk so bad after the first load, when I got them out. And I says, oh, well, don't worry, because all it did was wash your washer, and it pulled all that crud off the inside of your washer where you can't see, behind that area. Anyway, it pulled all the crud out of there and it released it. So that's what's on your clothes. So make sure you do a full large batch with a large cup and wash your washer before you wash any laundry. And that will take care of that. So the second line that doTERRA just came out with last year was the Abode line. And this is the Abode blend. And Abode is actually, they say that it's kind of like On Guard on steroids. It just is super powerful. We all love On Guard, and it's really great as our protective blend. But the Abode blend has a lot of other great essential oils for a blend. So either one of these you can actually diffuse and have good for air purification, because they clean any of the bacteria and pathogens in the air. So let me share with you some of the products in our Abode line. So first is actually the laundry pods. Now, I had never used laundry pods before, and so to use these now was kind of incredible. I really have enjoyed using them. I still use this as my spot treatment, just a few drops here and there. But all you have to do is throw one of these in the washer. I mean, these look like dishwasher pods. And it's very powerful, just one. And they're really great for getting the stains out. Again, this has the essential oils in it that help break down that bacteria and really help your clothes get clean. Okay. So now they do have a surface cleaner. Now this is a 1 fluid ounce little container, and actually doTERRA is trying to save on, they're trying to get more concentration. So, you know, shipping is less. We can add our own water, right? So you actually buy the dispenser bottles separately, and you pour this in. Actually, the fill line is, let's see, it's here someplace. Whoops. Well, you pour this in and then, okay, the fill line is right there. And so then you fill it all the way up to the top, the fill line with water. So basically this one little 1 ounce container and 9 parts of water is for this. Now, this is great. It's great for cleaning counters and sinks and bathrooms and everything in the bathroom. Everything in the kitchen is just really great for being able to do that. And like I said, that's with this concentrate cleaner, and it goes nicely into there. Now we also have the foaming hand wash, much like this one, but this one is not as diluted. And so basically, I don't remember where it is because I left the container and I didn't get it. So much like this, there's a fill line if you use the pump that it comes with. And so this is your hand wash that goes with that pump. And again, it's a foaming hand wash, which we all like. And then of course, there is the dish soap. Now this is, there's no dilution to this. You just pour it straight into the dispenser. And so I like this for just, this is not the way I normally wash dishes. I mean, but there's always those little pots and pans or whatever that don't fit in the dishwasher, or the big things. And so it's nice to be able to have this dispenser right there on the counter, or you can put it below, and it's just very handy for washing dishes. And then of course we have the automatic dishwasher pods. Again, these are the pods that you just throw in. Let me get the zip open here. Like any of the dishwasher pods. And actually my friend, he was one that said, I just don't believe that it could really, okay, this is what they look like. So very similar to the laundry pods. She says, I can't imagine that that would work as good as my other dishwasher pods that I've been using, because they do such a great job of getting all my glasses streak free. So that's never been a top priority for me. But anyway, she said, I put this to the test and actually it does a great job. And she was so excited that this is streak free for her dishes. So very exciting. She felt like this really did a good job. And not only that, we've come to understand that a dishwasher is almost like a kitchen diffuser. You have all those aromas, and those are chemical aromas that go into that that dishwasher, and you smell it all over the kitchen. And a lot of people love those aromas. That's great, but you still have to understand that they are chemicals and they can cause adverse effects, just like the respiratory, hormonal, emotional effects that are in a negative way. So those are things that doTERRA has made for us and are readily available for us. Now, I love always ordering all of these products on my loyalty rewards, because every time I do, I get 30% back. And to me, I can justify saving. I mean, I can justify spending the money because I'm getting 30% back. And to me, that's a huge savings and helps me get a lot of free products. And so to me, it makes sense to be able to do that. What store in town gives you 30% back? It's just incredible. So I feel like what I get back, it's not costing me more. It's actually saving me money because I'm getting all these free products with that 30%. So I have actually a handout that I am willing to give you if you just want to email me and here's my email address. It's ask, like ask me, and then my name, erleentilton.com. So the way to spell my name is ERLEENTILTON. So ask at ERLEENTILTON.com. And just send that, and I will send you this handout for the toxic-free cleaning. So here's a couple of things in here that I just wanted to point out. First of all, I start with some of the simple ingredients for just simple DIYs if you want to create some of these products in your home. So that way you can save a little bit of money there, and they're super simple to make. So, and there's several things that you can kind of pick and choose if you'd like to do them, but I do go into the On Guard line and what's already available, as well as the Abode line. So I do go over that a little bit, but let me share a couple of recipes that are some of my favorites that I would not want to do without. So one of them, for sure, is my carpet cleaner. So first of all, lemon essential oil is one of the best things for just regular carpet stains. Just take that lemon essential oil and rub it in the stains, leave it there for just, a minute or so, and get a warm, wet cloth with a little bit of maybe some of the On Guard soap in the pump, and a little bit of that on it, and then just brush it lightly, and it comes right up. So I have found this with all kinds of carpet spots. This is one of the best things for carpet spots. It just comes up so well. This is also really good for taking off gummy labels off of jars and whatever. Lemon is really good for that. And, it's always been a good thing for laundry stains too. I mean, you've seen the citrus spot remover. So just when in doubt, sometimes lemon is really your answer. But the next thing is actually a carpet cleaner solution. And basically the recipe is 1 cup of white vinegar plus a 1/4 cup of the On Guard concentrate, a 1/4 cup of that. And then you fill your carpet cleaner. Now, this is whether you rent a carpet cleaner or you have one at home, just that 1 cup of the white vinegar and the 1/4 cup of this, and fill it with water. And actually it is great. You don't have to have that toxic carpet cleaner. And I can say from experience, I had a retreat once and I needed my carpets clean, and my daughter said, I'll come up and clean them. And so she did. And so she just brought her solutions. The house was so strong. And when people came, actually the first people that came, the smell was so strong. She had to go outside and she wasn't sure she was even going to be able to stay. So these do affect people, and it was really affecting her. She was very sensitive to those types of things, and I am too. And so I was really trying to air out my house and get the smells out. But I learned from then that I really needed to come up with another solution that was not toxic. And I love the fact that this On Guard and the white vinegar did such a good job. It's very, very, very effective. Bathroom spritzers. There's all kinds of bathroom spritzers. I mean, to me, bathroom spritzers can be very toxic too. All the Febreze and whatever, don't do that. So I have a couple of recipes here that you can make your own bathroom spritzers or room spritzers overall. So there's some recipes there. Some ideas for cleaning out the drain and disposal, as well as the toilet bowls, glass cleaners, for sinks, and even my, what I called hand breath air. spritzer. Now on doTERRA now has the On Guard spritzer. I didn't get it, but and that's what I carry with me a lot. But I also carry this because this is something that you can clean your hands. It just has On Guard in it and 6 drops per ounce. So you can clean your hands. You could actually cleanse the air if someone's coughing, especially in a car. You could just spritz around the car, but also breath for fresh breath. I could spritz it in my mouth. So all 3 ways. This is a great thing to be able to carry. And I do like to carry this in my purse too, because the other one I could spritz in the air and I could spritz on my hands, but I couldn't spritz in my mouth. So it's kind of nice to have this as well. So I have several other ideas here. So again, if you want that, just make sure and email me, ask@erleentilton.com, and I am happy to send that over to you. So these are just some ideas how you can really do some effective toxic-free cleaning. We've got some really great products already from doTERRA. And along with this handout that I've put together, I think you will feel very confident in being able to clean your house toxic-free. And back to the story of Laura, who actually had the child. She learned to do all of these things. And guess what? Her daughter has never had to go back to the hospital, never had any more respiratory challenges, all because she got rid of all the chemicals in her home. And I think of all the people that do have so many respiratory challenges, and they don't realize that it could just be the cleaning products that they're using. And other people that have all the hormonal, emotional, and mental challenges, sometimes it can really be those toxic chemicals that we are not only cleaning our homes with, but also using as body care and skin care, and maybe chemicals in our supplements as well as in our foods and the things that people drink. There's so many chemicals. So if we can start to eliminate these, we feel a whole lot better. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you will take this seriously and really do what you need to do to replace those toxic chemicals and do some toxic-free cleaning that's beneficial not only to your home, but to you especially.